in today's video we're gonna be doing chicken tenders in the grill for Venus and Apollo, as well as checking out a new rug de sendos for our kitchen. If you're interested to see, keep on watching. TEMASH sent us the anti-fatigue kitchen rug for our review. They're not paying us for our opinion, but they did send us the kitchen mat for free. So I just want to mention that in the beginning of the video. I like to always mention in the beginning if we receive the product or if we purchase it. As a lot of you know, we moved to this house in January and we are building everything. We don't have an inside kitchen right now, but we do have an outside kitchen. There we cook a lot. We do all our meals and Venus and Apollo's treats and meals. We do them here outside in the outside kitchen. So I'm gonna be using this rug right here in front of the barbecue. And we are gonna be making some healthy and yummy treats for Venus and Apollo. In the barbecue, we're gonna be making chicken tenders. It's very big. Oh, there is two of them. As soon as I placed the rug in the floor, Venus and Apollo, they were super interested in them. And for what it looks, they're gonna be the one using them and not me. Like I mentioned in the beginning, we're gonna be making some treats. We're gonna be making chicken tenders. So I'm gonna start with 2 chicken breasts. We're gonna be cutting the chicken breast into the size of the chicken tender. I'm gonna be making some size bigger, the same size of the breast, and another one very small for Shrek. I think Apollo is loving the memory foam part of the rug because he's been laying down next to me using the rug non-stop and he looks so cute doing it. The kitchen mat is supposed to be easy to clean, stain resistant, and non-slip, but I think the one that is gonna be testing all of those claims is gonna be Apollo, since he's the one using it. He's taking most part of the actual mat, and I'm on the side doing all the cutting of the chicken because Apollo don't want to share with me. He loved it so much, he's like, you don't need the rug, lady, I will use it for you. And putting a little bit of olive oil so my chicken don't stay to the pan. You could use whatever oil you want, but we mostly use olive oil in my house, so we don't have other oils. But you could use a cheaper oil or whatever you have. If you have one of those sprays that people like to use, you could use that too, like Pam, or like, I know the Whole Foods sell ones that we used to use before, but I don't have them in this house. And I'm gonna have to make them into batches since my sheet is so small. They're not gonna fit all of them on one go. So I'm gonna be putting half now and the other half later on after this one's cooked. I cut them very thin, so they should be done pretty fast. I'm 100% sure Apollo thinks that we got this rug for him because he's been chilling next to me while I'm cooking. He sees me moving around the kitchen trying to get stuff and he doesn't move. I'm pretty sure he thinks it's a little bed for him or something, and he's loving it. He even took a little nap here while I was cooking and cutting all the stuff. We are using a little bit of Thai basil to give a little bit of flavor. Plus, Venus and Apollo, they really like the flavor of Thai basil. I use them a lot on the other foods that we make for them, like their veggie mix, and sometimes I even just sprinkle them on top of their yogurt or food. We feed them mostly raw food, and sometimes I just put a few leaves of Thai basil on top. I also added a bit of thyme and parsley from my spice rack. And now it's time to put them in the grill for like 10-15 minutes. It will don't take that long because they're so thin, but I will have to be using one of those little thermometers to make sure they're cooked all the way. It started to rain, and as you can see, we got a bunch of dirty paw prints. So I'm gonna try to see how well it clean. This is the perfect scenario actually. So I have a damp cloth. Was super easy to clean with a towel cloth, but it's still raining for a really long time, so as long as I clean them, they went and they put paw prints again, but it cleaned very easily. I'm really happy with that because it's white, and white and Malamute, that doesn't match a lot of times. Now it's time for the try test of our chicken tenders, and Venus, of course, she's always the first one. There's no salt, there's not anything added to them, just chicken, Thai basil, thyme, and parsley. The big ones are for Venus and Apollo, and the really small ones are for Shrek. Buddy, do you want to try the chicken nuggets? Yes?